Up next, the Hornets taking on the Timberwolves. For the Charlotte Hornets, what a nice start to the campaign, winning 4 of their first 5. T-Wolves, Hornets, the NBA on 2K Sports. Welcome, sports fans. Thank you for joining us. It's the NBA on 2K Sports. I'm Brian Anderson, alongside Clark Kellogg and Grant Hill. Allie LaForce is our reporter. And a look at Minnesota's opening lineup. McDaniels at the 3 with Randall at the 4. Conley and Edwards make up the backcourt. And it's Reed in at the pivot spot, manning the middle. And for the Hornets, the perimeter tandem, Sexton and Miller. Bridges at the 4 with Plumlee at center. And it's Ball in at the point guard position. Clark, we've become accustomed to fast pace. Up and down games in the NBA, but this one should be a little bit different.
Yeah, I think half-court execution will be the premium in this one, the strength for both of these teams. They'll slow it down, grind it out. This will be a physical, tactical battle.
Now here's Conley to the paint. Here's Edwards. Plumlee pulls down the board. Conley against Ball. Pass to Plumlee. Randall pulls down the board. McDaniels from long range, and he buries his first look.
Attacking right away. McDaniels wasting no time there.
Here's Ball. It's rebounded by Minnesota. And this is the first season matchup for them against this Hornets team.
Yeah, they had some trouble with this team last year, splitting the season series.
Yeah, you know, most teams have games where they wish they could get a mulligan or take it back. But last year, their one loss in this series was one I know they wanted back.
Plumlee, a screen on Conley. The kick out to Ball. Plumlee passes to Ball. Shot clock at 5. Over Conley, and they'll turn it over. Couldn't get the shot off. A shot clock violation. For Minnesota, they've gone 2 of 3 from the floor. And from the sideline, let's catch up with Allie.
I briefly spoke with Charles Lee. His team is facing off with the Ant-Man, Anthony Edwards. As far as how they plan to defend him, Coach said it'll be a team effort. They plan to rotate who has him defensively, and Coach's words were, Ant is so special. You have to guard him with the numbers. Back to you guys.
Appreciate the report, Allie. Here's Edwards. The Hornets making their last shot. The kick out to Conley. Pass to McDaniels. Reed sets a screen. The 3 ball. The rebound by Bridges. For Charlotte, they've gone 1 for 3 so far. Well, Grant, we've heard Anthony Edwards talk about trusting his teammates. He understands you need everybody.
Yeah, a lot falls on his shoulders offensively with this team, BA. So those playmaking decisions in the moment are a lot easier said than done.
Well, they count on big-time production from him at the offensive end.
Pass to McDaniels. Shoots over Miller. And there's McDaniels. That one's good on the assist by Randall. Randall's got 3 assists now in this one. And Ball gets it to go. Ball's got his second basket of the night.
There are a lot of parts to Ball's game in addition to his jumper. He also can capitalize inside.
Conley against Ball. Edwards for 3. Sinks the tray.
Michael Conley with excellent vision on that pass.
And again, LaMelo Ball. Ball's got 6. The Timberwolves have gone 4 of 7, shooting a solid percentage. From deep, Conley fires in the triple.
One of the league's more reliable three-point shooters. Conley didn't always have that in his game, but he's lethal now.
Sexton passes to Plumlee. Miller on the wing. McDaniels with a steal. Pass to Edwards. And here's Reed. A slam dunk by Reed.
Once Reed saw he had room, he went right up with authority.
And timeout called by Charles Lee. I think right now he might be looking at some adjustments. Diabate's checked in for Plumlee. Hornets trail by 7. And there's a pick. Here's Sexton. Miller outside. Drills it from deep.
Love the confidence from this young man. Miller is so quick off the catch.
Ball with a steal. Pass to Diabate. Outside for Sexton. There's 47 seconds left now in the first quarter. Driving in. And he throws it down with one hand.
And the pick and roll was a good decision by Sexton. He's got solid playmaking instincts.
Miller, a screen on Miller. To the inside. Pass to Gobert. And they pick up two.
Assist goes to
26 seconds left in the first quarter of the game. DiVincenzo against Sexton. The three from Ball. Minnesota with the rebound. Outside, Ingles. Pass to Miller. Lets it go from deep. Can't get it to drop. Well, we've seen some great shots in the first quarter. No shortage of offense. Timberwolves ahead, up by 4. Quarter number 2 coming up right after this break. Don't go anywhere. Hope you've enjoyed the broadcast so far. Halfway through the first half in this one. And some stats here, guys. The scoring breakdown for the Timberwolves.
You know, right from the start, it seemed they got hot from three-point range, pulling apart the defense and racking up the points, too.
Yeah, also, you got to appreciate how unselfish they've been. I mean, the ball movement has been impressive, and the assist numbers are off the chart.
Setting the floor for the Timberwolves. Randall and Gobert are in the middle. Dante DiVincenzo out there with Dillingham. And it's Ingles in at the 3. For 3, DiVincenzo. And he buries his first look.
And there's DiVincenzo with the quick trigger. Cannot give him any room defensively. You've got to eliminate his airspace.
And Ball gets it to go.
And now, almost all their points coming from the paint.
Here's Randall. Gobert. Oh, Gobert! Right there on the putback.
Well, defensively, you know you need to box out Gobert. That's a missed assignment right there.
Ball passes to Sexton. Drains the triple. Sexton's got 5.
He was licking his chops there. Got a good look.
Pass to Ingles. Gobert with a screen on Miller. Inside. Deflects the pass. On the break. And it's Bridges with the jam.
And that is why Bridges is considered a premier dunker.
And Chris Finch wants a timeout. He's going to gather the troops and talk it over. So Charlotte going with almost an entire new group here. Williams is checked in for Bridges. Knipple comes in for Miller. Dinwiddie, he's checked in for Sexton. And it's Mann in for LaMelo Ball. And the Timberwolves also making a change. Edwards is checked in. Many players have size. So what makes Rudy Gobert such a good interior defender, Clark?
Well, size is part of it, clearly, B.A., but timing is the big thing. And then awareness, recognition of what the situations are and being able to adjust your body position accordingly. And then anticipation. I mean, timing and anticipation, awareness, those are the things that make really good defenders.
All right, let's get a report from Allie.
Thanks a lot, guys. Rudy Gobert talked about his objectives. He said, my goal is to be the best defender ever. And now my only focus is to win a championship and to keep impacting my team. Keep trying to make my team the top defense in the league. I think that's the best measure of an all-time defender. Brian, back to you.
He can lock it down. Okay, thanks for the report, Allie.
Randall's got an unorthodox game, but he's got a good, strong upper body, which makes him a very consistent scorer inside.
Mann, count it, good. Mann's got his first bucket in this one.
They just look so overwhelmed inside. That's why they continue to get attacked.
Yeah, I think they've got to ramp up the aggressiveness. If they don't, things are just going to get worse from here.
Charlotte trailing. Pass to Knipple. Lets the 3 fly. Can't get it to go. Missed his first one.
Given his range, you'd expect him to capitalize on that opening.
Oh, wasted no time on that one. DiVincenzo's got 6 here in the quarter.
And DiVincenzo able to stretch the floor, spread the defense out, especially with how accurate he is from deep.
Here's Diabate, back to man. 1:41 left to play in the second quarter. Just 5 on the clock. Pass to Knipple. A 3. That shot, no good. The Timberwolves lead by 4. Outside, DiVincenzo. That's in. Coming off an assist from Randall. DiVincenzo's got 9.
He's found his game in the second quarter, looking very assertive now.
And Minnesota with some changes. Reed's checked in for Julius Randle. McDaniels comes in for DiVincenzo. And Conley subbed in for Dillingham. And Charles Lee wants a timeout. He'll take the opportunity to regroup. So Charlotte ends up going with a new group. All right, for this break, let's take a look at the teams that were the toughest to score against last year. 5th, the Timberwolves.
They made life hard on opponents. One of the best defenses in the NBA last year.
Yes, sir! Ball hits a triple.
He will not think twice about letting it fly if Ball gets a look that he likes.
Outside Reed. 59 seconds left in the second. Gobert up top. And Gobert with the stuff.
Slams it down with 2 hands.
Man, they're really getting aggressive now.
Now's the time to do it. Keep attacking that rim.
Here's Ball. Ball with the athletic finish.
Ball showing a lot of effervescence on the offensive end, and it's probably infectious for the rest of his squad.
Here's Edwards. Plumlee pulls down the board.
Good shot, gone bad. Gotta finish there.
Plumlee, a screen on Conley. Here's Ball. And Ball throws it down.
A master at creating space in the 2-man game. That's LaMelo Ball.
Edwards against Sexton. And he was fouled while in the act of shooting, so he'll take 2 free throws. That's on Colin Sexton.
No debate there. He got hammered.
Blatant contact. Straightforward call. Simple.
He hits the second from the line.
Yeah, they're playing a much more physical game here in the second quarter.
Boy, it certainly appears to be the case. I mean, they've spent a lot of time at the foul line this quarter, and that's the result of attacking the rim and being physical.
And Ball gets it to go.
Pick works well there, but the defense left a lot to be desired.
Yeah, that's not the defense you need. You got to be tougher defensively.
And so it's Donte DiVincenzo making things happen for the Timberwolves. He's found his range, hitting 3 triples in the quarter. And more NBA action on 2K Sports coming your way right after this.
Fans, let's rev it up and get ready for your Pocket Bite Arena Entertainment.
Welcome, everybody. A fun-filled evening underway, and before we talk about the first half of this game, let's see those power rankings. In honor of these rankings, I want you guys to rank your top 3 NBA rappers.
Oh, come on again. Obviously, I'm number 1. And then you got Dame Dollar at number 2. And then I'll put Allen Iverson at 3.
You know what? I like that list. But I put you second behind the unreleased bars of Kenny Smith that you've never heard before. I got bars.
Sorry, Shaq. I'm going to have to agree with Kenny. I really admire Dame's lyrical prowess.
But mine, Ernie, it's mine.
I really admire Dame's lyrical prowess.
Okay.
And now looking at the Hornets, a very close game so far.
Their perimeter D's been weaker than airport toilet paper. Trust me, I know. They should strengthen it.
Wait a minute. I can't get the image of airport toilet paper now out of my head. Chasing guys off the arc would be the first thing I'd recommend. Airport toilet paper?
Appreciate you joining us. It's been our distinct pleasure, and I mean that. Let's now take you back over to the third quarter with Brian Anderson.
halfway through this one. Plenty of basketball left in a game that's been a fairly even one. You look at LaMelo Ball in this game. He's been everywhere.
You just love his patience offensively in the first half. Waited until he got the looks he wanted.
Well, you know what, guys? It was all about efficient offense, not rushing things, taking your time, finding the best shot on every possession.
And a lot of spot-up shooters now, adding a one-dribble pull-up three to the repertoire.
Yeah, when you have defenders selling out to contest that catch and shoot, you got to reload, relocate, and let it fly. It's a valuable counter for those long-distance specialists.
Bridges at the 4 with Plumlee at center. The perimeter tandem, Sexton and Miller. And it's Ball in at the point guard position. So that's who Charles Lee starts in the second half. And the Timberwolves with possession here. Following the bucket by the Hornets. Plumlee a screen on Conley. Conley against Ball. Just 5 to shoot. With the drive.
Among the best ball handlers in the league for sure. LaMelo right to the rack.
Timberwolves trail by 3. Edwards, a pass to McDaniels. Now here's Randall. He's guarded by Bridges. Randall can't hit.
He's as surprised as we are. Most nights, that bucket is automatic.
Clark, when you look at the evolution of Julius Randle, talk about his playmaking.
Yeah, he's worked on trying to see things as they develop a little more, and I imagine he's done a lot of film study. I could only attribute some of his improvement to that. He's looking for others intentionally and aggressively, so I think that's part of why his teammates enjoy playing with him. They know he's making the effort to distribute the basketball. Randall's got tremendous confidence in his game, and he's pretty good at creating with his ball handling having improved.
Minnesota has gotten 6 of 11 threes to go in this game. And it's Randall with the jam.
I just love the aggressive finish.
I'm thinking he's sending a strong message with that jam.
That's exactly how you send it. 2 hands and down.
The Hornets making a switch here. Diabate's checked in. Bridges against Randall. Pass to Miller for 3. Pure from three-point range. Miller's got 6.
Boy, you got to have a quick release in the league, and Miller's speed of release serves him well.
Edwards finds Randall. Takes a 13-footer. Diabate grabs the board. For Charlotte, they've gone 3 of 5 from the field in this third quarter. Pass to Miller. Ball taking his time here. Charlotte needs to get one up in a hurry. Bridges misses. And so it's Conley who brings up the ball for the Timberwolves. At the conclusion of this one, they're off to Brooklyn where they'll face the Nets. That'll be their second of 3 games total on this road trip. All right, let's check in with Allie LaForce.
Thank you. The Timberwolves have elite shot creation, but it's finding that balance. Anthony Edwards said, "I'm wired to score the ball. I'm going to showcase my game, so it's hard to find that balance of when to pass and when to keep it and try to get going. Sometimes I feel like the right play is too."
Fills it up with the best. Okay, Allie, good stuff.
I mean, I'm just not sure what he was thinking right there. I mean, he needs to get his head in the game.
Yeah, yeah, completely a brain fade. I don't know where that came from. Just lost sense of time and the situation.
Catching up on the changes for Charlotte. Williams is checked in for Bridges. Knipple comes in for Miller. Dinwiddie, he's checked in for Sexton. And it's man in for Ball. Edwards can't hit.
You kind of wonder where his head's at. The shot selection hasn't been there. And, of course, that one was just crazy.
Now man to the paint. Here's Diabate. Perfect pass to set up the lay-in. Diabate's got his second basket on the night.
I like the fact that man has worked on developing as a playmaker. That's encouraging. Terrific pass right there.
DiVincenzo, pass to Gobert. Tipped. Dinwiddie with it. He's scoreless. Outside man. There's 39 seconds left in the third quarter. Pass to Williams. Out to the wing. And here's Knipple from the arc. Unable to get that one. Timberwolves trail by 4. And out of bounds, Charlotte will have it.
Timberwolves substitution, Clark Dillingham.
The Hornets have gone 4 of 8 in the third. Now here's Dinwiddie. Here's the pick. Out to the right wing. Misses from close range. And we've watched 3 so far in this one. It's the Hornets up 4. And don't go away. We'll be back in a few moments. It'll be the fourth quarter of basketball coming up next. And now we have a moment to reveal our State Farm assist of the game.
Yeah, just shredding the defense with that feed. Zero chance to stop that.
Yeah, that's just a brilliant read of the defense. I mean, it was also excellent anticipation of the movement of his teammates before the pass. Just great harmony on all sides.
Man, I know I speak for all of us when I say I can't wait to see what kind of finish awaits us here in the fourth quarter. So for Minnesota right now, Randall and Gobert are in the middle. Dillingham out there with Dante DiVincenzo. And it's Ingles in at the small forward position. Now here's man. And it's Charles Lee calling timeout here. He wants their game plan to be crystal clear at this point. Tuesday, he's checked in for Ingles. And let's swing it over to the sideline and hear from Allie.
Over that last break, I got a chance to hear what Charles Lee said to the team. He applauded their shooting and their shot selection, saying, "We're taking the right threes, not forcing anything. Keep doing that, and they'll continue to ball." Makes the game easy, doesn't it?
All right, Allie, thanks once again. And we've got a timeout called by Charles Lee. No doubt he's going to utilize the opportunity to make sure they're all on the same page here. Now here's Ball with the crossover. LaMelo work it inside.
Well, he's an incredible ball handler at 6'7". LaMelo can get space for his shot practically anytime he wants to.
DiVincenzo.
Yeah, you never want to let shots at the rim go uncontested.
Yeah, I couldn't agree with you more. I mean, that's the message they were sending with that foul. Nothing easy inside.
Plumlee's checked in for Charlotte. And the Timberwolves also making a change. Shannon's checked in.
Well, what you like about DiVincenzo, he brings that energy, that relentless energy all the time, and he's got a great feel for the game. Those are traits you want in your rotation.
Ball into the lane, and Ball throws it down.
And he just driving the stake in him there.
He's a guy who just never lets up.
And that's terribly demoralizing for a defense, guys. I mean, they know he's going to keep coming and coming and coming, and that they may not have an answer for him.
Anthony Edwards is checked in for Shannon. Here's Randall. Oh, and makes it with the kiss.
And this is just typical of him. Always making an impact at crucial moments in the game.
You know, they want the ball in his hands here because they trust him to hit all the big shots.
Now here's Sexton. Back to Ball. Bridges outside. The kick out to Ball. And they force the shot clock violation. Great feed. And Minnesota making a change here. Ingles is checked in.
Number 7.
Timberwolves trail by 5. DiVincenzo with it. Guarded now by Ball. To the middle. Here's Randall. Yes, and it's Edwards picking up the assist. Edwards has got his third assist of the night. Plumlee a screen. Ball outside. Gobert pulls it down. Timberwolves trail by 3. Here's Edwards. And stolen by Sexton. Bridges. Oh, some nice teamwork in transition. And a look at how the hustle game has been going for Charlotte.
Well, their D has been a major story tonight. I mean, those steals and putting pressure on the ball, clogging the passing lanes, impressive.
The shooting's been great, but also, how about the energy level? That's what's impressed me the most. They've been getting it up and down in transition, and that takes effort.
Now here's Sexton. Outside Ball.
2 minutes remaining in the game. 2 minutes.
Now Bridges. And a one-handed slam.
One one of the more dynamic passers in this league. Ball with a nice setup.
And Chris Finch has called timeout. He wants to make sure everyone is aligned, given the situation right now. Diamante's checked in for Plumlee. And then for Minnesota, Reed's checked in for Gobert. McDaniels comes in for Ingles. And Mike Conley is subbed in for DiVincenzo. Randall, and there's the drive. Yes, sir! Bank it in the layup.
Calm when it counts. Randall has that clutch DNA.
Now Ball. Outside Sexton. Here's Ball. Oh, an offensive board for Charlotte. Outside Sexton. Oh, he dropped it straight in.
I love that hoop from Colin Sexton. Don't settle, young man. Things aren't looking good here. I mean, they need points, and they need them now.
It doesn't look good, even with a quick bucket here.
Sexton against Edwards. Randall outside. Bridges pulls it down. Don't do anything silly. Just ride out the clock.
Yes, if they take their time and execute, the game is all theirs. This is what winning is all about. Playing your best when it matters most.
Yeah, you know, once they got victory in their view, a huge injection of energy and a great run to finish it off. The sage veteran coming through as he has countless times before. Conley has been there and done that for sure.
2 points here could be the only cushion they need, Grant.
Hard to say. Crazier things have happened in this league.
And he commits the intentional foul.
Second team foul.
Good on the first, and that makes it a 7-point lead.
Ball. Taking 2 shots.
And he hits both free throws here, and it's an 8-point ball game. And Minnesota calls time here. 23 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Guys, your thoughts?
Trying to extend this one, but it seems futile.
You know what? I'm sure crazier things have happened, or maybe not. It's a long shot.
Edwards. McDaniels fires. He's off from 3. And here's Ball.
That was your Swarm Squad. Let's hear it for them, fans.
And so the Hornets take the win. Even early on in this game, they appeared happy to be playing at home.
And it makes a huge difference. Once they started to get into a groove, you never really felt like they wouldn't come out on top.
And that'll do it, folks. For Allie LaForce, Clark Kellogg, and Grant Hill, this is Brian Anderson thanking you for watching the NBA presented by 2K Sports. And now let's take a look at our player of the game, LaMelo Ball.